Hi, everybody. Oh, right. You can't see that, so I'm just gonna do this. Voila. Now you see the PNG talking. Anyway. We're gonna have some friends here pretty soon. So I'm gonna make this quick and simple. Hello, everybody. I am Supercat. I play a variety of games. Tonight is Ace Attorney night. What does that mean? I play Ace Attorney while I have a few friends, voice actors, and characters with me. Yes, with me, not for me. Why? I like to voice characters too. Gives me some practice on using my voice. I mean, I can go as high as up here, as low as down here. I probably have to use different voice tones so I can get the right vocal. I don't know. I just go with the vibe and stay with it. But yeah. This was an idea that I actually saw somebody else do and thought, why not? This should be fun. I have no regrets. Anytime there's Ace Attorney, I usually, majority of the time, have a friend or two, or maybe more, for voice acting. I think we're getting into court today. Well, day 3 of court. You know what that means? More drama. So, and let's get to the chat. Hyper, thank you for the first superhero. And for the lovely poem I see. I'm gonna read it out loud, because I think it's that beautiful. Feathery feather friends, ending all the feathers. Feather. Feel vibes with a feather, allow as I go about, protecting the travels of the night. Hope your feathers feel feather. Fine on a feather Friday, from atop your chamber door, courteth the raven nevermore. I love that. I do love some Edgar Allan Poe here. Another reason why I like crows and ravens. As you can see, I am a cat person as well. So, that's kind of a neuter intention. Anyways, I have had a wonderful, if not, I had a long week, but I had a good day. I say good, but most of the time I was training and at my work, and some of the time spending with my clients that I job coach with. Basically, I help adults with special needs integrate better into the community. Yeah, that's my job. So far, this week, I've been getting compliments that I have been working really hard and doing my best. That's basically validating enough. I've also been really in thought about this whole podcast idea. I honestly don't know what I want to do. I do love the idea of talking about all the geek stuff. And I just thought of something. In Star Wars, they call bars cantinas, I think. And I was inspired by an actual bar in LA that's a cantina. My friends and I are planning on going there for reasons. It looks pretty awesome. Anyway, what if it was centered around a place? Like, you're in a place, talking about stuff, and it's just, stream, us, that kind of thing. Not sure on, the details of the episode exactly, but it'd be fun. Anyway. I stalled enough time. Hello, Isaac. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing good. I am At the moment, I'm doing good, and I am currently very hyperactive because my ADHD and autistic goldfish brain is acting up really badly. So I'm really jumpy and giddy.
And here I thought you were just giddy for edgy again.
Oh, that I just thought. Oh, right. Oh, I literally didn't think about that. You reminded me just now.
I mean, you were going to be reminded either way, either by seeing him or by me telling you. So.
Oh yeah. And also the fact I was like playing my hyperfixation games, so I was all more like up and bouncy.
Is it Honkai?
It is another game that is not Hankai.
Genshin Impact?
No, it's not Hoyoverse. It's I will say this: it's an Otome game.
Tell me. Please.
You know the dating sim games, like dating sim.
Ooh, I've had my fair share of
Yes.
playing those dating games back in the day. Yes, I did
Yeah.
have a fixation with dating game sims. And there's no shame in that. I bear no shame. I am a romantic, thank you
Exactly.
very much.
See, you understand me. Yes, reunited as fellow dating sim enjoyers. Yes.
Which one, if you don't mind me asking? There's a lot of them.
Uh, well, I mean, it's all over the internet, but have you heard of Love in Deep Space?
That's probably a new one, so probably not.
It's like it's been out since 2020, like 2023, I think.
Yeah, that would make sense. I don't know where I stopped, but I stopped somewhere in terms of my dating sims. But I do remember there was a dating simulator that was related to a female actress in a play. And like
Oh,
Sherlock Holmes. Like
oh, nice.
I remember playing that, and I've been having a really strange urge to just see if there was any end result to Sherlock. Because you could either date Sherlock, you could date, Watson, and a few other people. But, it was either going to be Watson or Sherlock. Hands down.
Oh,
So.
yes, I agree. Fine taste. We both share fine taste.
I was actually talking about podcasts just before you came on. And
Oh,
maybe part of and it'd be more around geek culture and stuff. But it'd be like, you know how Hogwarts has Muggle studies? Maybe if we just put geek studies and it'd be somewhere like lore related. Oh yes, you're teaching the wizards what Muggle culture is like within the universe of Muggle culture. I know it's meta, but it's me. We don't care. We just think it's cool. But I was thinking one episode could be related to looking at all the dating simulator games that we may not know, or actually have played.
that would be amazing, honestly.
Yep.
About so many things would be awesome.
Hello, Fire. Isaac, thank you for the second anti-villain. Second? You could have redeemed the first one.
I know. I'm just having a fun time. So I'm the second.
Gotcha. Sorry, I'm having these little tiny tacos that I got from the store. And I just made them. And they're actually pretty good. Fire's like, Bro just wants to be different. Respect.
Exactly.
Fire, you are welcome to join the VC if you want to be a part of the voice acting, or if you just wanted to say hi. No rush, no. Just not to mention it to you because we are going to get into Ace Attorney in a second. Just wanted to vibe a little bit, have a little munch. Munchlax! Well, after I demolish these scrubs in meeting. Oh, that's right. Duh. I'm like, scrubs? That's for doctors. I'm like, hence his name, cat. Read the fine print. Don't you remember things? I do. When it comes convenient. This is the battle I have with myself. There's like one part of me that's like, we'll call him the critic. That wants to keep me on track. That wants to make sure I do everything right and proper. The other part of me is like, but I just want to have fun. And we get to the dilemma we have right now.
Very understandable.
Yep. You can imagine what it's like in a tense situation where both sides are basically arguing and screaming at each other, hence sensory overload. Not fun.
Yeah.
It is. Like, trust me, sensory overload, 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. I just recommend something grounding, like tea.
Yeah, exactly. I'm someone who has the problem of sensory overload as well, so I can completely agree with that.
I see you, Farah. That's a cool emo, by the way. Alright, let's get rid of the music. If the music would listen. Do. I have no idea where to put you, though. That's the question. You know what? Let me just put you right here. Actually, let me just put you in the best. There we go. Forgive me. Thank you. Credit all to Pigeon. Pigeon did a good job. Do. And then I do this. And here. Voila.
Right.
Phoenix ride. Had to be done. Had to be done. Yeah. Alright, I think we're in court today, people. Also, Dom is having some dinner, so he will join with us a little later. I told him no rush. So.
Alright. As long as I can be edgy, I am fine with anyone taking any other voice.
I remember him wanting to do the judge again, so he'll be the judge when he gets here.
Yeah.
Fire's like, I object! Why do you object, good sir? Also, another cool emote. Because I can. You know what? Respect. February 25th, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby, number 2. This is the defendant lobby, alright. But there's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if... I have no idea who's talking.
I don't either.
Wanna guess it's Edgeworth, just so you can get your edgy on?
Oh my god, Cat, you're gonna take me out. Just so you can get your edgy on. Yes, what the heck?
I plead the fifth?
Freezing, Cat. Something, I need to get my voice back. I lost it. I'm laughing so much.
That's fine.
Yeah. Something's been happening behind the scenes.
Oh my god, I was right!
You prophet, son of a...
This isn't the first time I've done that, too. Like, one of my clips for, 2024, I literally predicted Gumshoe coming in the next scene.
Cat, you are the prophet Tiresias from Epic.
There was a tiny bit of logic.
You see the future.
He was the only other person that would actually even dare to go to Phoenix at all. So,
yeah,
it made the most sense. Besides, I can't think of anybody else that would be there at that point.
Fair.
Anyway, Edgeworth.
Knowing you, you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the 77777 ID number is, that is.
LJ, I think you mean 77777777777. Just saying. Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out.
No. The reason behind this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. That number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything.
True. Not yet.
In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling.
Like, a ruling as in getting to testify? Or, like, a verdict is what he's talking about. Misa confused.
Don't know.
Misa confused. Misa confused.
Me confused too.
Oh.
5 minutes, right? And Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty.
I've worked with worse, Edgy. You should know this. I've beaten Karma. And I can win this match too. So, on to this.
Also,
wanna go to the Chinese place across the street?
Also, the fact that Edgeworth is using 5 minutes will be found guilty. It could be like saying like the court will just run out of patience and just say she's guilty, but it can also be interpreted as, if you remember, One Karma was also being like to Phoenix, the suspect Miles Edgeworth will be found guilty within 15 minutes. I will ensure that, remember?
Yeah. So either he's like, kind of giving the same inspiration? Or, like, I don't know. Like,
He's either just taking that line and just taking it and talking with Phoenix about it, or either just saying that the court will just declare the verdict, or just being like the patients run out.
Mm-hmm. Well, either way, this is gonna get interesting. But she didn't do it.
I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here, to hear what you have to say.
If there's anybody that knows a bit of law in the chat, please let me know. But, I feel like that might be crossing some kind of legal boundary here, IRL. Like, this was America. That would raise a big flag. Are they supposed to be on the same page? I feel like this is a trap. That's personally for me.
I don't know. It could be, but I don't know, honestly.
Let's find out. This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. Oh! He's being vague. I respect.
The truth.
Everything goes back to the SL9 incident.
Don't be stupid. Today is the last day of the trial. You don't have time to reminisce about the past.
That depends on you. Ease. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened.
I'll think about it. See you in court, right?
This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now. Okay. Supers, get out your popcorn and get out your best drink. This is gonna get spicy and entertaining.
Sit back and enjoy the show.
Yeah. I already know tiny bit about this. Like only one little bit about this. I just want to know, how do we get there? February 25th, 10 in the morning. District Court, courtroom number 9. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. Oh no! Oh, flippin' Jack, no!
Oh, joy.
I swear, I don't think this should be even allowed. Chief Gant?
No. Alright, I'm voicing him too.
You wanna voice him? Be my guest.
I was voicing him the last time. Sure, why not? Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, Edgy, been back to the pool yet?
Oh, I've been drowning enough. Drowning enough, as is. No, I've been drowning enough as it is in my work.
Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can top that. If you don't mind me asking, Chief, what exactly is this proposal of yours?
Are we gonna have him testify? If so, we could just ask him directly of what dirt he has on Lana. Which, honestly, why didn't we think of just asking the chief himself? It'd be literally, he's literally obligated in the court of law to do that.
He is, but I mean, like, do you really think you can just up and ask the chief of police, like, a suspicious question like that without, like, being, like, disrespected, I guess?
I think it'd be more of, "Hi, Chief. I'm gonna ask you to have to testify in a court of law about a certain thing. The court is basically tomorrow at 10 a.m. Good luck. Thank you. Goodbye." Like, he wants to make demands, you put one right back at him. I don't know that works in real life. Please do not try to take this advice. Anyway, let's see what this proposal is.
Lana, that is to say, the defendant.
Sus.
Has asked me if she could speak directly to the court.
I don't know how true that is. He could have demanded. Wait, if he demanded, why would he demand that?
Good question.
Like, the more logical is that Lana basically saw the truth and then just said, "You know what? It'd be easier if my boss just has to testify. Let me just get my boss for them and they can just egg them instead of me." And if so, he's gonna be a tough nut to crack. Way tougher than Lana. I was almost close to cracking this nut of Lana. She could be able to spill everything! I can do it, Gaunt. Alright, Gaunt, show me what you got. She wants to do what?
Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request.
That you testify? If so, I'm gonna make you sing like a Tweety bird. So I hope you warmed up your vocal cords. 'Cause you're gonna sing one way or the other.
In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble.
I hate to admit this, but I agree.
What's this all about, defendant?
I guess I'll voice her. I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished. Well then, what's your request? Your Honor, I'd like you to put in an immediate end to this trial. What?
Excuse you? You can't decide that.
Lana, sweetie, I know you're a prosecutor, so you should be smart enough to know that it doesn't work like that. But let me put this in perspective. Do you really think you can tell a judge to say, "Oh, it's over," because you say it's over? No. That's for a jury to know. That's for a judge to do. Do not pull a karma and think you're controlling this court. I will find the truth out, one way or the other. I do not care how many lines of testimony I have to go through and every law rule book I have to find and prove broken down karma to where he broke his own head. Don't make me have to break you psychologically. We can go tussle. And I don't... We can tussle and tango. That's to tell you, it's one hell of a dance. Huh? I confess to all the charges against me. Oh, that's bullshit! Go on, get your butt up here. I'm gonna break you like a frickin' horse. By the way, that's a line from Hello Boss. Just saying. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. No! Lana! You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claims does not change the defendant's plea. In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services.
How will this trial go without a lawyer, though?
Lana, you were a prosecutor, not a defendant lawyer. Just because you are a lawyer does not mean, well, you can, but probably shouldn't. So let me put this like this. If Gon persuaded you to do this, I will make him testify in any way I can legally do without hurting him. But that doesn't mean I will show any mercy. I didn't show Karma mercy. Look what happened to him. So, I will either you're protecting the person you know to be really guilty, or you are being blackmailed into this, or both. Either way, do we really want to do this song and dance? Because I don't. Otherwise, I will have you testify and you will break. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I want to do this. But Lana, Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. Let me backtrack that. Can a defendant forfeit their right to a lawyer? Oh! According to Google, yes, a defendant can forfeit their right to a lawyer, but only under specific circumstances. Primarily through a knowing and intelligent waiver, or by engaging in disruptive or obtrusive behavior that makes it impossible for a lawyer to effectively represent them. So, in short, yes, but under special circumstances. I wonder how special these circumstances really are. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me. Oh my god. Why do you care about the freaking evidence? Why? It does not matter!
For God's sakes, leave Edgeworth alone.
Literally, woman, you're trying to... you're putting Edgy on a bad name? Woman, do not make me bitch slap you in court. Mr. Wright, I do not approve of you hitting a lady. True, Your Honor, but at the same time, I declare her insane. Wouldn't that only prove her right? Crap, you're right. Why are you helping me? True. I just really want to see how well you can handle these situations. Thanks, Your Honor. But it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please. Lana, are you really serious? Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-represent. Her request is legally valid, although it is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, perhaps there's no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise. This can't be happening. It appears time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant.
I knew it. I knew Edward was going to say something about this. I just knew.
Oh my god!
One moment,
Edgy was just like, nope, none of this. Not on my watch, bitch. This is my court.
Exactly, he was like
this is this is the judge's court.
Not if I have something to say about it, the Miss Prosecutor.
Like, it's also my court. Meaning you play by the rules of the law, or I will have to hold you in contempt. Or the judge will. Aren't you pulling up your old master? I was trained under him. Good point. Oh, sorry, you were... That was your line, huh?
I said it.
Okay, good. Mr. Edgeworth!
The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would clearly be premature.
Thank you.
Oh my... Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you. But why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut,
Your Honor, I'd like to have Mr. Gaunt testify for everything that he is probably withholding. And why would you say that? He is clearly trying to persuade the court to his favor. And something that has happened once before in a different case. If I have to remind you about Karma, Your Honor, then we're gonna be here all day. Very well.
Your Honor, may I have the permission to quickly smack the chief of police for telling Edward to keep his trap shut? Thank you.
Permission granted. What did I do?
Thank you.
Ooh, I love that smile on his face. He's like, you disrespect me? We're gonna have some words. Oh, this is gonna be a battle of wits. And I am hungry for some good old-fashioned battle of wits action.
Yes. I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gaunt. What? Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be.
Yes.
With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Thank you, Edgeworth.
Some kind of deal, Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy.
Your Honor, I have some evidence that will basically prove this son of a bitch, this professional moron, that he has been only fabricating a gossip rumor to be the truth. I have no idea what you mean. He's basically claiming that Edgeworth was the one that fabricates evidence, when in actuality it was the chief of prosecutors and the chief of police that was responsible for fabricating evidence that Angie had no idea about, and therefore led to the rumor in the first place. He didn't do anything about it, though. He didn't do anything about it, and this is what's going to put him in the spotlight. Because if you do nothing in the middle of the workday, it could come back to bite you in the court of law. And we're in the court of law, and therefore he is in the hot seat. I approve of this. Thank you. You want to do the S or just keep going?
S.
Okay.
I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness.
Oh? To whom?
As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Sky.
Oh, this is gonna get juicy.
I request the court hears her testimony.
Hold it. Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to
I don't care what you think, Miss Sky.
S.
The exposure of sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
Very well. The court shall grant the prosecution's request. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gaunt?
Worthy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words.
To the person that's taking notes on every single word of this trial, please make note that he just made a living threat in the middle of court that can be used against him in the court of law.
I was literally gonna say, this man is threatening the prosecution in a court of law.
Wait, there's a better way. Hey, Judge. Yes. Yes, Mr. Wright? Can we hold Mr. Gaunt in contempt? He just literally threatened Edgeworth over here, which I think is not exactly fair nor legal in the court of law. You are right. Mr. Gaunt, you have one. This is your first warning, or I will hold you in contempt. That's not gonna happen, but you know, I want to at least pretend it did.
Miss Emma Sky, please take the stand.
Bum, bum, bum. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Yeah, definitely. She's just saying that line wasn't for the cowboy.
Yeah. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation.
I also realized it makes sense for him to do Emma because he knows that the chief won't let Lana tell the truth. So, letting Emma tell the truth is a better way to get the truth out. And also, he hasn't made a deal with Emma at all. So legally,
yeah,
he can't do a shit. He can't do a damn fucking thing about it. And I love it. Now, if only I can literally bitch slap him, that would be great.
Yeah, same. Do you want to be Emma or do you want me to be Emma?
Let's see, I am Lana, Phoenix, and Judge. You are
I am
Gaunt
Edward
Edgeworth.
Brown, so I can be Lana. I can be Emma if you want.
Yeah. That way we're half
It's a
three even.
diverse. Yeah, even three. My name is Emma. Emma Sky. My occupation, I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator. 2 years ago, encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though. I am sorry. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time.
Master Edgeworth, please remember the trial court is the murder of Detective Goodman. Is this incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant?
Yes, it most certainly is.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, okay then. You sure came in fast. Though to be fair, there have been tons of evidence leaking in this freaking court case. So,
Yeah.
honestly, he would have lost no matter what he did. So giving in was probably the best option.
Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago.
The trip to yesterday has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. Two years ago.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Leo Marshall rescued me. But I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. I don't remember much.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
Yes. That will soon become apparent, Your Honor.
I see you take a flair for the dramatic, just like your mentor. You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Alright. Sorry, Emma, but time to cross-examine everything you said because I need somewhere to go. 2 years ago. 2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct?
Yes, he was second in command under then Chief Deputy of Police Gant. My sister was the best detective ever.
Yes, I remember. Deputy Chief Gant and Miss Sky used to be quite the pair.
I believe they share the same office. That's right. I'd always sit at my sister's desk. and dream about playing that organ. I wanted to play it that day too. The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day. Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work.
A man came running in and took me to the station. A man?
Yes, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer. Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest.
When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right?
Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. Must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Sky and Gaunt's office. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. That's when I saw him.
Oh, excuse me. What's the prosecutor doing there?
That day, there were two people present during Dark's questioning. Deputy Chief Damon Gaunt and Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Almost forgot about Gaunt.
Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony.
I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after Dark.
Dark grabbed me. I thought I was as good as dead.
And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in.
I don't clearly remember what happened then. But
I forget I saw that instant. Can you tell us about that?
Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out.
The lights? Sorry, don't change. The lights. I don't know where my deep voice went, but it went for a second.
It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on and lightning struck nearby.
So the electricity went out. Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right?
Right, but just then lightning flashed out again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind.
I see.
I told the detective about what I saw then.
The detective?
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
There's the relevancy. There's the relevancy right there. Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim. Hear more. So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago?
Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial.
Going to snooze ads.
And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw. Yes, but at the time the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before. Mr. Wright, have you heard enough? Ask about the picture. This picture the witness drew. I believe it has a very important meaning.
But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Oh, I know. Witness, would you mind if we add this statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
He's handling this very well. Knowing that Emma's probably, like, terrified and, like, scared, and also at the same time, she doesn't remember much. So,
Yeah.
it's fair that he's not, like, giving the same treatment as he does with the adults. He's being kind of gentle.
I drew a picture of that scene once, but it seems to have been lost.
Not really. I know where it is. You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right?
Yes, I wanted to do everything I could to help the investigation. I can still see it now, whenever I close my eyes. That's strange. I took over the case after Prosecutor Marshall died. I never received any picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken. But I drew it, I swear. I'm not just imagining it.
This picture that Emma drew. That reminds me. I guess I should check the evidence again.
Anyway, let's continue.
I know which side to put the picture in!
The scene that imprinted an image in your mind. Can you please describe it to us? Man,
This man used up his knife and stabs Marshall in the chest. That must have been a real shock.
now when I close my eyes, I can still see it.
You faded to where it cut off the last line. So it's like she was in so much shock she couldn't even finish that one word.
Even now when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly.
There you go. It was like, I can't
This
finish the
word
last
is-
word. Sorry.
Word is stupid.
You're at this part?
Tell us.
Ah, yeah, you just did.
Yep. What were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage. When lightning struck and the lights went out, Marshall jumped on Dark I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling each other. Pretty sure I was watching them.
Emma doesn't have any reason to lie, but Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can. I know which one. Oh, Emma, I got a nice little present for you. I need to double check. A picture is drawn on the back of the evidence, listed in a magic marker. Wait, what? Magic marker? What the heck is a magic marker?
I don't even know what that is.
Is it magic marker because you could write on it in the air? No, wait, that's an air marker. Have you ever seen Fairy Tail? Like the anime?
No, I have seen like bits and pieces, but not the full anime.
Well, there is a part, and this is kind of like a small part, so it's not really spoiling anything, it's just like, you know, a small little detail. And, well, one character is holding a marker, and she's just drawing on the air, but, you know, when you're drawing on air in real life, nothing happens. You're drawing in the actual... But use magic, it actually looks like you're writing on a whiteboard, but imagine the whiteboard being clear in the air, and it's there. It's just like, you know, marker in thin air.
I see.
And I'm like, man, that is a genius idea. I love that idea. And they're in ads for a minute, so let's keep talking. This is just a small part. I got a bad feeling about this. Said any Star Wars character ever. Can you... I really wonder who gave the piece of paper. If it was Goodman, then that was probably a bad idea. They should have found a different piece of paper. This would have been avoided so much. Like, so much. It would have saved lives. It would have saved so much time. It was just ridiculous. Now, this one friggin' piece of paper was, actually there. I'm gonna have something sweet. Welcome back from ads. Now, let's get this piece of evidence and let's see this party get spicy. Mr. Edgeworth, this little girl put all her heart into that drawing, into drawing that picture. And yet, you would insist on denying its existence.
Hey, I'm not the bad guy. All I'm saying is that as prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
That may well be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold! This is the evidence list for the SO9 incident. Please turn it over, Your Honor. Turn it over? Turn it... Ah! What is this? Yes. Oh, that's yours.
Yes, what is that? That's it. That's the picture I drew.
Indeed, two men appear to be wrestling here.
What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
Me?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list.
Wait. Prosecutor in charge? So who had the... God! Aw. These lists. They're different from each other.
What?
He did not. Oh God. Please, let me testify the frickin' bastard. Let me testify the frickin' bastard. I want to put a battle of wits with him and tear him a new one like I did with Karma. Oh, I wanted to beat the crap out of Karma the moment I saw him. I want to make this chief of police. I want to teach this chief some manners, and why you don't disrespect or falsify evidence. If anybody needs some realigning or rearranging, it's that man. Edgy, you're doing fine. I need to teach this chief a lesson. It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here where they were torn apart from each other. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what had happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you.
What?
Order! Order! I love how you were trying to be loud, and yet it sounded like you were very, very low.
Well, I can't exactly really be loud, so I was making I was doing what I had.
I would have done the same. I was just tipping my hat out of respect, is what I was trying to do. I'm like, I know you were trying to scream, but you were doing the silent scream. I respect.
Well,
but Miss Sky, why did you draw a picture on the back of such an important list?
because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor.
What? Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor? Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head. Where's that piece of paper? I need to find that piece of paper. Ah, here it is. If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list.
Yes.
Yes, that's quite conclusive, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's possible. Let's see.
He's like... Isaac.
I didn't even come through.
Yeah.
No, Discord work with me, you idiot.
There we go. Is something wrong? Do you even have to ask? For legal reasons, yes.
Sorry, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list. It's that thing. No!
Wow! No!
Not the music!
No!
the
That's
music.
it.
No.
By the end of this freaking case, I am making a better version of this freaking monstrosity and putting it as an emote, showing this is how it should look.
This culture.
Literally,
And we thought we would
every bit of me inside is like, you want a challenge? I'll give you an art challenge. Hand me my pencil. Yes. That's that thing. That thing that was dancing in the evidence room.
We thought that was the last of it, but it came back to haunt us. No.
Devs, you have created a monster. How dare you?
Clearly, this act of vandalism in the work of a certain chief of detectives.
I guess he was out of scrap paper.
Yes.
Evidence was restored and updated in the court record. Very well, witness. Hold on, let me see the actual full page. Interesting. Very well, witness. Will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seems to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture.
The picture I drew 2 years ago.
The
Flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see was shadows. After that, I must have been. Picture shows exactly what I saw in that moment.
To think a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind. Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw. Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. Yes. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Did you draw this picture right after the incident?
I think I drew it 3 days later. At first, I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't. That time, the investigation team denied. Detective Goodman was charged. Under the direction of John Flash.
2 or 3 days later. The memory should have still been fresh in her mind. Excuse me, witness. can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black? Okay. Then we do that. So at the time you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue? Isaac, I think you cut out again.
Damn it! No, I couldn't see him clearly.
There we go.
Lightning was so bright. Knocked to the
You were knocked to the floor?
dark had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed.
Poor Emma. I'm just glad she wasn't hurt.
What happened after the lightning flash?
After that I must have fainted. You mean you didn't actually see the murder? You didn't see the actual murder take place?
I'm sorry. The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation undoubtedly caused the witness to faint. You really need to torture this girl any further.
To find the truth? I decline to answer that. What? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here.
Anyway, this picture.
Shows exactly what she saw in that incident. Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw?
Of course, this is the exact scene.
It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives?
Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright?
Somebody did. No, of course not. I'd better watch out or he might find some way to cut my salary.
I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detective.
Okay, fair enough.
So I don't think anyone's story would have influence.
Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture? Huh? Oh, well... That's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. Let me check the court. Found on Gon's desk. Hold on a second. Let's save before I do anything stupid. Again. Right. Oh man, that's not what I wanted. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Alright. This evidence. Oh. Alright, that didn't work. Is this it? That's the only one that hasn't been used yet. I'm gonna use it. Nope, that isn't it.
Nope.
What contradiction, though? Single stab wound piercing heart and lungs. Died from blood loss under 10 minutes. Up and found wound was missing tip. That's evidence from. Let me try this. Ah! I wondered. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction.
What? But I still remember it just like it was yesterday.
Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us. What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report? The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man was holding. If you look closely, you can see the tip is broken. Even I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright.
But, Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. The murder weapon? Its tip is broken too.
If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off the victim's body.
It was a conclusive piece of evidence that proved Dark was the murderer.
I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem?
It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken. Ah! What is the meaning of this?
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand.
Sorry, but I'm afraid this is not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up here. There. That's right. What? That's right. But what does this mean? Sorry. I was reading the lines I couldn't read before.
Okay. The tip of the knife was undoubtedly discovered within the victim's body. Only explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken.
That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at that time, but she was sure she remembered correctly.
What? No way to explain this inconsistency.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There's another explanation. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsified evidence?
Riding on thin ice, right?
Good thing I bring ice skates. All I'm saying is that this broken tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility.
No. Ah.
Order! 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 Are you saying all the investigation really was corrupt? Your Honor? Please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the Knights of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gaunt. During this questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in the story there is a lie.
Hi. Lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife. If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual
murder weapon. Yes?
Must have been another broken knife.
Or broken vase. What are the chances of there being two broken knives? Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's. Could there have been one? You know what? Tactical save!
Good idea.
Alright. I don't know which one to pick. Am I mistaken? There's another one. I think there's another one. If the witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error. In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife. I assume, then, that you have some sort of information about this other broken knife. If so, please feel free to enlighten us. Murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon. Is it this? Good thing I saved. Here goes nothing. Holy crap, I'm right! They use knife in quotation marks. If any- oh, that's her line.
Anything's broken here. It's you.
Like you'll do to me later? Wait, no. What is it? I can hear you blushing. I can hear it in your laughter. I'm too good at this. Ludo's rubbing off on me.
Cat. Oh, by the guards, cat. Christ.
Huh? I'm sure this must be all very amusing to you, Mr. Wright. But may I remind you of the windows on the sky? Came from the balance. Sorry, Honor, please give me another chance. Well... just so I don't have to go through that again. That wasn't from 2 years ago, though. Like another knife, but I don't... A real murder weapon. How the heck am I supposed to know? Well, it's time to just pick something and use the tactical save to my advantage. Back to the drawing board! Right, let's see. Wait, why was the tip broken off here? Okay. Wait, it didn't exist 2 years ago, though. That doesn't make any sense, though. Oh my word. 2 years ago, the hell? Oh. I don't know what to try. Why not? Well. I think I'm just gonna use the glove.
Oi, I'm here. Hello.
Hi!
Hey, I was in Discord and then I saw, I'm like, oh, wait, you're streaming? Hello?
Yep. It's Ace.
Here, I do my kill. Easy now.
Well, Emma's on the stand giving her testimony, and I'm trying to figure out what other weapon could have been used 2 years ago in a case. Yeah, I know.
So I should put the lamp away now? Yes, Mark, let's put the lamp away. Go.
Yeah, right. Right now I'm doing a bit of trial and error at the moment. No pun intended.
Oh no. Okay. By the way, hi Isaac, and hello Super Cats peeps. How y'all doing?
Hello.
Hello, you cool cats. No, I actually don't know what you call your peeps, so I'm sorry.
I usually call my chat supers.
Chat seekers? Okay, hello chat seekers.
It's supers. Like, they're all super.
Ah, like super seekers. Oh, wait a minute. Mind blown. Did you get that from?
Get that from where?
Like Super Seeker?
Technically, it's from a line in The Incredibles. Because when
Oh,
everyone's
okay.
super, no one will be. So that's...
Fair, okay.
Alright, I can't think of anything else, so I'm just gonna pick this or the actual other knife. You know what, I'm just gonna pick Edward's knife. Just for the sake of it. I can't think of anything else. Nope, back to the trolley board. Once I actually figure what the heck this thing is, we can move on. So we tried that one already.
Okay.
Maybe this.
I'm guessing Dom and Overslayer couldn't make it?
Overslayer couldn't make it. I don't know where Dom is. I'm gonna message him again.
Yeah.
I know I said no rush, but I'm a little worried.
Anyway, me too. I'm pretty sure this is Isaac's line.
Don't worry. We're just dealing with some of the same dialogue until I can figure out how to get out of it.
Oof, if anything's broken here. Pika. Hello, Isaac. Hi, Isaac. Pika.
Isaac! You there?
Maybe they're AFK?
Probably.
Okay.
Alright.
Because I know normally they give you a hand, but if they're AFK at the moment, I understand then. Also, I'm sorry, Kat, I need to do this. Because, you know why?
Potato, 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 potato.
Hey! Thank you for giving me the biddies!
Welcome. And thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit last day for my birthday.
No, not a problem. Did I try this one already? Or did I not?
Look at this. Oh, this is Phoenix, my bad. It's a real murder weapon. I think it's that blue guy. The blue guy? Yeah. You mean the mascot? The mascot. Oh, never underestimate the mascot. Let go. Why not?
You got-
Because if you do, you'll get a shock to your system.
We'll try that next. After
What do
this.
you think?
Okay, we'll try the mascot. Because I don't have any other ideas.
If
So
it's freaking blue mascot, I would be like, what the heck?
I'm not really surprised. It's been in it was used kind of in an murder case that were kind of proved. So basically, it's already evidence. So it wouldn't surprise me. Nope.
Sorry, I thought it was a mascot.
No, I thought so too.
Pickle, pickle. This is why mascots don't get taken seriously. Pickle.
I know, right?
So wait, what have you tried already?
I think I tried this, it didn't work. Tried this,
Yep.
it didn't work. Tried that, it didn't work. I could try the knife again, this one, but it would make no sense. Honestly. Let's just try the dumb idea. Go with that. I already tried the other things.
That's what I had to say. Yep, it ain't worth. Okay, that.
That would have been redundant anyway. Alright, let's see. No, 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 no. Definitely not. No, 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 no. No, no. I already tried that. No. 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 That was for a different case, so that would be no. 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 I don't remember if I tried that one. No. Tried that, didn't work. No. 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 Like, I tried this and it didn't work. Ooh. You know, it actually might not be a bad idea.
What?
See, let me show you the picture. See this right here?
Mm-hmm.
That could have been used in a murder.
I really could have been, but is that one of the things you have?
No, they're trying to find another knife, and this would have counted as a knife. So, guys, I don't have any other ideas.
The answer lies in the past.
Oh my god, I'm a genius!
Okay, there you go. Alright, go, Phoenix.
Didn't.
Do it.
Oh my gosh, Isaac, if you can hear me. I think Isaac either Isaac or somebody last time pointed this out too. Which was finally, that looks like an easy murder weapon to have. Oh my gosh.
I think it was Overslay who said something about the knife.
Oh my gosh. And Overslayer isn't here. Well, I will tell him, actually right now, that he was right. It's gonna be like, what
It
the
was in
hell
Sylvan,
are you...
right? It was Sylvan, right? And I think Spock
Yeah.
was... Like, Overslay is the one who was telling me about each of the species when I put him under the lamp and said, where were you on these nights of this night? Wake up! And he was confessing everything, and I was like, wake up! I was talking about what's going on with the case. Wake up. Yes, that one. Oh, okay. Okay, get my nap now.
Hold on.
Wake up.
Alright. I'm gonna take a wild guess. Spike? Spike's the one talking, right?
Spark.
Spark. Oh my
Spark.
gosh.
Yeah, I'm not Spike. Spike is my mom's canine Keto brother. Yes, Spike is my mom's Shih Tzu. Sorry, he's my canine little brother. Yeah. Spark. Yes. Spark has
Sorry,
a
Spark.
voice.
I've been.
It's okay.
I have a tendency to mix up names. If they start with a. Yeah,
I don't mind doing my people. I don't mind doing that. That's why we have different names too.
I'm glad. Even like at work, I mix up people's names. Even if they like have the same letter, and I'm just like, one of these days I'll get it right. Fun! Anyway.
We believe in you, Cat. We believe in you.
Alright. I am Phoenix, the Judge, and Lana. But I don't mind whichever character you can take. I don't know where Isaac is right now. I don't know if Isaac's AFK.
I will relieve you of Judge and Lana. Is that okay? If you want to do that.
Lana hasn't been talking a lot right now, so you're welcome to take whichever character you want, along with the Judge as well. So.
I'll take the Judge for now until Dom answers or whatnot.
Yeah.
I really hope they're alright. I'll message them too and see what's going on with them.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh wait, you're
You're
able to like. Well, I know you're able to. I didn't realize you two also talked outside of things too.
No. We recently added each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have also invited into my birthday stream, but I think he wasn't able to make it.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
I have a feeling he might have been busy or at work.
Or if he did, he was lurking, and that's fine.
Yeah, most likely. Anyway, the answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. Right here, inside of this picture. This is Edgeworth. Do you want to be Edgeworth?
I'll be Edgeworth for now until Isaac gets back. Yeah.
Cool.
This is a picture of the award ceremony. Ah! Oh, what is it, Mr. Edgeworth? My eyes are bulging out again. It's the murder weapon.
Nice. I love the way you did that. Notice
He's like kind of zombie-like with the eyes like what? I'm sorry.
As you can see from my piece of paper, notice the award prosecutor Marshall's holding. Oh, this is Emma.
Broken knife.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. You can take as many as you feel comfortable with.
All right. Well, I want to relieve you of some voicing because you do a lot of voicing right now.
As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from this award.
He's going to be a pawn.
Oh, I don't know. Order.
Oh my gosh.
I'd like a nice. I find my order taken right now.
Would you like some?
Cheeseburgers or cheeseburgers to hot dogs?
Cheeseburger.
Okay, what cheeseburgers? Yeah, they got.
Your Honor, I thought you would probably want to take some compound chicken with you. There is that Chinese place across the street.
Okay, back to business. Fix, you were saying.
Anyways, let me get out having my piece of paper out. Neil Marshall was awarded the King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given this broken shield and knife. Hi, Pigeon. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out his knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. I saw my name. I haven't saw my name. Yeah, Fire was mentioning one of his emotes. I told him that it looked so good, and he mentioned you were the responsible party for that emote. You have done a pleasant job. A very good job. Very, very good job.
Wait, what emote? What emote?
It looks like a little... It's one of Fire's emotes. So...
Fiery jeans.
Yeah.
Okay.
A fireball. Yeah, it's like one of the...
I have not seen it.
It was the fire blocker. It was one of the block ones.
Okay, I'll take a look.
so-
Yeah, I just recently saw it follow. For some reason, I didn't realize I was not following Fiery, and I was like, oh shoot, I gotta follow you. Why the heck did I not do that? And I did that just recently. Like, I felt so awkward, like last
It's
night. I'm
fine.
like, oh my god, I gotta fix this right now.
It's fine. We're all just like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm totally following you. Press the follow button. Totally to just, realize you had a channel. Totally.
No, I didn't know if I stream until they said, like, what, you do stream? I'm like, oh shoot, wait, I haven't really, you said something, but I just forgot. And I'm like, am I following you? I'm like, oh my god, I gotta fix this right now. And they said, it's okay. I'm like, no, it's okay. I'm like, I'm following you now, that's it. But yeah, I did tell them I'm looking for it in the next stream. When I catching a stream with them in the future, so to speak. But yeah. Anyways, Phoenix, being a prosecutor.
Why you had your finger like that? It's so seducing, Phoenix.
I can make a few terrible jokes right now. I'm not gonna make any more jokes.
Becca?
It's just like, alright, I was
It's so
involved. I'm like, you have to find out in the stream. It's hard to kind of explain right now. It's all being unraveled. Anyway,
Oh my
being a
god.
prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation.
But that can't be. I am a drama
And why not, Mr. Edgeworth?
because if the king of prosecutors award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed.
What do you mean?
I mean, I loved you. I'm done. I'm sorry. I was messed up. A man raising a knife would have been the prosecutor, Neil Marshall.
Oh. Oh!
Wow.
Phoenix! Did you...
Order! But the prosecutor
Phoenix, my boy!
was the one who actually died.
That's true. What's going on here? Oh.
It seems, Righty Boy, Righty Boy has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusion. I'm giving a Maximilian Pegasus one. I'm giving this guy Maximilian Pegasus one, you like it or not.
Oh, please, Jew. Please, Jew. He's... Honestly...
It seems, Righty Boy, like Hyper Boy, you boy. Here's a Righty Boy. Has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions.
Honestly, his attire matches that of Pegasus in the first season, too. So, literally...
It does! And also, he's very dramatic, and such a queen is right.
And Wright is wearing the other colors, because Yuki wears blue. Oh my gosh, I've gotta tell Luda. I gotta tell Luda at some point. I literally gotta tell Luda.
I'm just gonna tell. I have like a few friends who actually are big Yu-Gi-Oh fans. I'm gonna point this out to them. Like, yo, I know you know that being said. Like, by the way, I hope I did you justice because I gave Edgeworth a Pegasus like voice.
Oh my gosh. Hold it.
Becca.
Oh.
Wait! I remember now. I remember everything.
Witness?
Witness?
Oh, right, yeah, it was
Mr.
yours.
Edgeworth,
What is it?
could you show me your evidence list again, please?
His list? But he checked it twice. He found out who was the one your knife. I mean, wait, sorry, wrong list. the one with that picture scribbled on the back.
I knew it! This picture. I'm the one who drew it.
Dom will be in a moment. He says he's cleaning stuff.
Sorry, this picture. I'm the one who drew it. Pick up. Dun dun dun. I
thi-
should have seen this coming. Pick up.
I think you can.
Wait.
Yeah, I think I can go to my sound alerts, and I think that's one of the options you can do. I put most of them for free because I just want people to have fun. I'm not really asking for much.
Oh, I can't do the dun dun dun.
You can do the dun 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 or press any of the other buttons you see. It's on that way.
I want to do the sound.
Oh, I think, Chica, do you mean want to make the sound? Oh,
you
that's why.
That's fine.
Ow.
The option is there.
No, though. Pick up. Like, Mom.
Yeah, if you want it to sound, if Cat allows it.
It's fine. I think it's cool.
too.
Very
So I got my
interactive.
hips now.
Okay.
I hate to see you, but where were you the night of tonight? Pick up. Answer the question.
Bark. Calm down, buddy. What? What?
You drew that?
That's right. Ghost wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture. I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me.
Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness's testimony. Oh, I think I know what. Okay, so I want to be a little bit different with the judge right now because I know that why probably she locked up in her mind, locked away. If you are comfortable with it, Miss Sky, and it won't leave any trauma in your wake, would you please tell us what you recalled?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger? That's it. I am making an emote of a better version of this blue badger. I'm not even kidding. A lot of us are like, no, not this stupid clown. I'm like, that's it. You know what? I can make a better version of this and probably turn it into a better emote. Now, if I could just find time for it, that's the better question.
Well, I mean, I'm technically I'm like technically not accepting commissions, but if I was, I'd give you a hand with it.
No worries. I appreciate it, though.
You're welcome.
This should be interesting. Emma's recollection.
When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked. I rushed toward both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow.
This is such not to be rude, but this is certainly most unusual. To the point my eyes are bulging even more. Try impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until last year.
But Edgy, he also had like a prototype years ago.
That's not the point, though. We're gonna ignore those facts, righty boy.
Oh, but I bet you, for someone who likes details and hates having to be contradicted and falsifying evidence.
Well, let me finish my statement here. if I can, if you please. Righty boy, or else I'll bring you to the back room and you know we'll be and you know who'll be on top instead tonight.
After some food, after you take me out to dinner.
I would do that.
True. But it has to be somewhere fancy.
Can we call the flirting for later? What? What? Is that why something grown-ups say all the time? Or things like this.
Paige, would you like to explain?
Yeah, no, it's okay, Spark.
Like,
You'll find out.
You and Pika say innocent, and it's okay.
Okay.
It's an adult thing. You'll find out when you're older.
But
For
there's
now-
the flirting for later. You need to focus on the case. Like, pick up. Oh, I can get it up again. Pick up.
Yeah.
Spark
an
like drugs with the navigation lamp.
Honestly, I can just picture it in my head, like a Pikachu holding a lamp, and then just trying to make it blind. And then the trainer's just like, buddy, what you doing? Oh, can we not blind our victims yet? Please?
Pick up. And I get this special cap. Pick up.
Oh, my
Mommy.
supers are
They
in an
call
ad.
me. And I get my cape. Pick up. They call me Detective Spot. I just need a magnifying glass, thank you. And what do you want? You are my lovely assistant, Pikachu. You know, like, wait, well, except you're not watching, since you're looking watching on. I don't know. Vega.
I'm guessing you don't watch a lot of Sherlock Holmes, Spark?
Because I know that guy.
Gotcha. I personally recommend it. It's pretty good. I have about 30
My
seconds.
biggest nemesis is known as Raticate. Pick
Oh, like Ratigan.
You got it.
I'm not just a Harry Potter geek. I'm also a Disney geek. And I know Sir Ratigan. That was the...
I saw the stealth detective, and that's why I'm like, I took me a magnifying glass, by the way, Mom.
That was Mouse Detective was one of the best movies, and it's one of the more underrated and forgotten ones. They need to do something about that. But I did hear they're doing a live action Atlantis movie, and it actually looks pretty good. Even if they are probably well, from the trailer I saw, I know they're doing another live action. Oh my gosh, have they not learned from Snow White? No. They like to bury themselves in the sand. But hey, it actually doesn't look half bad, and it looks pretty much like it is from the movie. I don't know who the director is, but this guy's probably should be paid more. But, you know,
the thing is, with Atlantis, I can see that being more live action.
Exactly!
That's the problem. That's the problem with that. That's the problem there. Like, I can see that being live action. The other movies in the past just feel like, you know, because they're better known.
Yeah.
It's because, I think that's why they probably get away with Atlantis, because Atlantis is already in itself, it's obscure. Don't get me wrong, it's a great movie. It's a good movie. It's great, and it was amazing for its time. But unfortunately, it was very underrated and very obscure for that reason.
I think they're doing it out of desperation, and honestly, I'll take it. They would have never thought about it in any other contents. They would have just left it buried and collected in dust. Now they're desperate.
To be honest, I'm a little surprised they are doing Atlantis, because it didn't do that well in the box office when they did the animated movie. But you see, that's why I'm like, huh?
That was a different time. Disney was being a little experimental. Now, they might actually get people in the seats.
It's possible, yeah.
They might. Even if it is a cash grab and act of desperation. But you know what? I've been begging for something like this for ages. I will take whatever I can. Now, if I
Pretty
hear
much,
they're
and-
doing Treasure Planet, I am there whether it's bad or not. I've been wanting that freaking movie to be live action for ages.
Yeah, like
They
I think the ones that were obscure that do have a cult following in some case, quote unquote cult following, like Atlantis, the Planet, what's another one? Black Cauldron.
yes.
Things like that. Oh
Like,
my Black Cauldron
honestly-
actually Black Cauldron may not do because they said that brought a lot of nightmares to kids. But point is that was a different time.
Yeah, that was a different time. They could basically change a little bit. I mean, they've already tried that with princess movies. What's wrong with trying it out? Wait, we know what they did. Hey,
Yeah,
why
but
not
it's different. Yeah, and they did the same thing with Lion King, which wasn't even a princess movie and Jungle Book, but they were big, phenomenal movies. Listen, I haven't seen the Jungle Book live action. Personally, I'm indifferent about the Lion King one. I'm unpopular opinion, but I actually kind of liked it.
They
And
butchered it. They butchered it.
To be honest, I was wondering the whole entire way, like, was the Oasis really just Timon and Pumbaa? That could have filled some plot holes for me, okay?
I saw the live action remake. They completely butchered it.
I saw it too.
whoops.
I saw it too. I
The
have
chief
not
of
seen the
detectives,
process,
how
but I
you
would like to see it though,
decide-
considering it's
Oh,
all
wait,
based
we
on the
didn't
book.
hear
On the book series of Scars from Cass's life. Anyways,
Also, I am back and I missed you all.
hi Dom.
Hi, Dom.
Okay, good. We have our judge back. We have our judge Dom back. He can go back.
We'll be presuming the trial for the next judge.
Awesome. Thank you.
I gotta get my voice ready for the judge. We will now presume the continuous proceedings of the next judge.
Okay.
It is the court's decision that Phoenix right now has to stand.
Alright. That would mean he didn't even exist
Outside
2
for
years
my
ago.
lamp now? Pick up.
No, sorry. Shh. Hang on, Spock. I'm sorry. We interrupted your line.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I took a while, guys.
That's
It
fine.
happened.
We were kind of on
I'm
a
sorry.
tangent anyway, which you kind of stalled a little bit.
We're sorry, y'all. We're sorry, y'all. Kat and I, we could debate about Disney later.
Honestly, we could basically have a whole entire stream about it. I've been thinking about doing a podcast.
Let me know. Hey, let me know. Let me know. I'll be game for it. Let's go.
I think you mean Disney.
Didn't he?
Disneyland, Disney Sea.
Mhm. Oh yeah, because it's trademarked. Ooh.
And also Disney Whirl.
And we have to say
I
Ricky Rodent.
I would
Because
want to
no.
combine Harry Potter and Disney because those are the two I like. But there's also other
Mhm.
things, some geek culture, or geek studies, kind of like Muggle studies, but geek studies.
Speaking of Harry Potter, have you seen the Harry Potter fart prank when they did behind the scenes for Harry Potter 3?
Yes, I've heard about that one. I know about that one.
I've not heard of that. You got to tell me about that later. I do not. I do
will.
know.
So it's the scene when
I'm
all
not-
the students are on the floor sleeping and Dumbledore's talking to Professor Snape and he's like, for now let them sleep because dreams are an eternity of our own mind. Mm.
Yeah, I think even Daniel's like, oh yeah, I had a crush on someone that time, and they did a prank
The funny
scene
thing
in
is,
that.
the funny thing is, Harry Potter's like, they had put a fart machine into my sleeping bag, and the director was playing with it. I just didn't notice.
To
And
be fair,
the best
be
part
fair-
is that you see Professor Snape trying hard not to laugh.
The real try not to laugh challenge. I could go off on a
Important.
tangent
This is
here.
not expecting it because you weren't expecting it. And secondly, to be fair, I think I was still getting back at Dan because Dan did admit when he was a kid he did play a lot of pranks on the set to everybody. So,
Important to Gryffindor.
so my revenge, getting back at him, like, really?
Important to Gryffindor. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Alright, let's
The
get
fact-
into the
fact
scene.
that- the fact that Alan Rickman almost broke out of character because of a fart. Sound proves that you'll never do over fart show.
Hey, Alan Rickman
Paige,
is a man.
Remind me to show you later. Remind me to show you later.
Please
He
do.
he is a
Moving
man
on.
of culture. He is a man of culture.
Yes, indeed. Moving on.
Alright. That would mean he
Read
didn't
mine
even
again, I'm
exist.
so sorry.
That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago.
Yes, well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Stop! Please! Don't pursue this any further!
Lana, if you don't want me to find out the truth, you're gonna have to kill me for it, woman, because otherwise I'm gonna go on a manslaughter.
You can't handle the truth.
I'll kiss you before you do that!
You want answers? I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth!
Lana?
I knew what you were referencing.
What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair.
You can't do this! I've already confessed to the crime! Why can't you just leave it at that?
Why can't you just tell the freaking truth?
Because Chief Prosecutor Sky.
Edgy, I hate to ask this, but please give her this. Please try to get her into contempt, like, or like, I don't know. Judge, can you hold this woman in contempt?
Righty boy, we can talk about foreplay later.
Oh my gosh.
That is not what I meant. And you know I couldn't.
Your Honor. Righty boy here has just trouble having trouble keeping it in his hand. Wait, what? I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with it. We've already come this far. Come.
It's too late.
It's too late to turn back. Well, if you're a righty boy, then turn on
Turn
the lamp. I'll turn it. You can turn your back to me all the time.
Silence! The defense will now begin its cross-examination.
Thank you.
Bailiff, please detain the defendant.
Thank you. It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter. Emma's recollection.
Cross-examination.
Emma's recollection.
That man
Alright.
raised his mind.
Alright. You don't have to read any of the green ones, because this is just me trying to figure out what contradiction is. You don't
Okay.
have
it's
to,
like- it's like-
but you're
it's like-
welcome to.
Oh, right. So,
Yeah, think of it like the Danganronpa rebuttals.
yes. What you will like shoot the bullet with and all that. Gotcha. Thanks,
When
Tom.
I ever get Danganronpa, I am totally doing it on a Saturday.
Yes,
where people
and
can be
let me-
available and have so
Yes.
many people.
Yes.
Okay, let me know when you do so. I'll be down.
My
Yeah, I
girlfriend will
know.
be down too. She got me into Danganronpa.
Yeah, I know. Because I know Luna loves Danganronpa.
And
Yes,
I'll tell you a little secret. We're friends with two of the English voice actors of Danganronpa, the series.
Oh yeah? That's awesome.
Hiyoko Sayonji and Gundam Tanaka.
Oh, okay.
So let's go. Let's get the bullets ready and let's go. Not those kind of bullets, people.
Hold it.
Yep. When you say that man, I assume you're her to do dark.
Yes. At least, I think it was him.
You think?
That's
All I could really see were shadows.
the power outage that immediately preceded the incident is also documented in the prosecutor's office report.
So then you. Hold it.
Why would you do something so dangerous?
Could I have done? What else could I have done?
Sorry, I was trying to get like the action in there. I apologize. The
That's
action's
fine.
in me. He was about to stab Mr. Marshall.
She seems convinced that Dark was the one holding the knife. Phoenix, do knows something? Well, there's an obvious reason why he knows something still.
But as we've just theorized, Mr. Marshall was the one holding the knife.
Sorry, I think my aunt's cat Birdie is messing with things.
Oh
What
dear.
are you doing, kitty? What are you doing?
Oh, baby kitty, kitty, kitty.
Oh my god. I wanna play with this. You gotta play with it out here, kitty. She's like in one of the shelf that's closest to my desk. So it's like a little corner she can be in. At the same time, it's like, why do you have to be there? Anyway. So Kitty's kind of distracting me. It's cute and
Oh, that's okay. It's fine.
Hi, kitty.
If she needs something, you should definitely attend to her.
She's just, chilling in her little corner. Watching you, kitty. Anyway. You read this line, Paige?
Good.
I can read it again though. Mr. Marshall was the one holding the knife.
Well, I didn't know that at the time. When that dark guy knocked me down, all I could think was, I've got to help that other person.
You knocked away the man.
Hold it. I always love doing the hold it or the objection.
What do you,
You
mean?
gotta have
What do you mean he's sick?
You gotta have me say that as Phoenix.
It's fine.
What happened so fast? And I was in shock.
Now the cat is in the desk. Like she's in one of the little shelf. Cause she's
Like
tiny.
What's they're saying is that if I sit like this, yeah, let's go.
The cat has become Catwoman.
Which cat? This cat? Which
Yes.
cat?
Both of you.
Like oh, wait, we're not cats, we're Pikachu. Wait, hold on a second. Meow, 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 meow.
Now you're done making the meow, Tom. Great.
Sorry.
Pika. But we're Pikachu though, we're
Alright.
not cats. We're just so friendly.
I can continue, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember everything clearly, but I did. It's all kind of a blur.
Miss Sky was almost killed before she was witness to a murder about to take place. With so much happening, in a matter of seconds, a little disorientation is only natural.
I saw the man about to stab the other person, who I thought was Mr. Marshall. I knew I had to stop the man with the knife.
What you did was very brave, young girl. So then, what happened next?
As a bulgy, sir. There was another flash of lightning. And that's when I saw the blue badger.
I well, whatever I heard isn't related to the cat. Anyway,
Hold it.
are you sure about this?
Of course. See? I even drew a picture of him here.
Oh, convenient.
But it was the cheaper detectives who thought up this hideous beast. Unlike my lovely dual dick.
You're making him be.
No.
You're making him be Soto Kaiba.
What? No! No, if I wasn't going to be so kind, I'd go with this kind of voice. I'm talking about my three dragons.
Or you going as Maximilian Pegasus?
I was going to Maximilian Pegasus. Yeah.
They literally
Maximilian
are dressed in the
Pegasus.
same colors. Think about it.
Maximilian Pegasus.
And I was calling him Righty Boy.
Tell me that they do not wear the same outfit.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Oh, crap. What was Texas' main card? I know for Yuki it was, I know there was Exodia and there was...
I forgot.
But Kaiba's was black, blue eyes like dragons. Oh my... I didn't have... Fuck. Oh my god, my friends are gonna kick my ass that I don't freaking remember. He might flip my shit.
All I remember was he had the Millennium Eye.
I know he had the I know what Millennium Item he had.
Yeah, he had like
Okay,
the eye. The one for his eyes. Like Yugi had the Millennium Puzzle.
Mhm.
Which Pegasus totally used the eye to cheat.
Yeah.
And then the power of friendship weakens it. Yeah, I believe it, but at the same time, isn't that a little bit of a cop-out?
Mm.
Just food for thought. Anyway. Alright. Jordan?
Oh, sorry. I was just viewing my card deck. I apologize.
We can have a duel after court.
Oh, we can have a dual laser, righty boy, in the bedroom.
Edgy.
You're talking down the key.
Yes, Detective Spock.
I'm his lovely assistant. Pika.
Okay. And that was just this year. The Blue Badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable.
Verifiable.
Thank you. Verifiable. Thank you. I don't make English. I promise.
I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him before somewhere. Now I finally remember.
Oh, brother. Just when you thought that thing hadn't caused enough commotion.
Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing?
In the room, but his shadow.
Hold it.
His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face with his wedding smile and all?
I remember it. He had 3 creepy horns.
Objection.
This is pointless. That thing couldn't have been possibly. That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken. No offense, Emma.
Objection.
That may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think she saw what she did.
Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation. If so, then by all means, righty boy. Please tell us what this shadow really was.
What was it that Emma saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this blue badger really? Hold on a sec.
You think you might know?
Hold on let me check something.
Oh yeah, sure.
Let's see. Well, no.
I'm sorry, but Miles Edgeworth does not look 24.
He does not. He looks like he's
Patrick, I just thought of something funnier than 24. Let me hear it. 25.
It could be Jake Marshall? His hat kind of looks like 3 points.
It could have been.
Probably. I think so, yeah. But which... Oh, wait. It could be this one, but he's dead, though.
Yeah.
He's the one who was murdered.
The only thing is... Wait, are you able to save? Wait, no, you can't.
Yeah, I can save.
Yeah, good thing I remembered.
I want to save right now just in case you can get it wrong.
Yeah, good thing I remembered to remind you about that.
Tactical saves. Alright.
I think it's better to check with Jake Marshall first. Because it does have that hat thing. And when you're young and you're in a panic, especially when you're in a panic, you could accidentally mistake something like that. I could see when you're in a panic that would likely mistake. I might make anyone mistake. It could be something like that. In this case, the Blue Badger one, it was actually the cowboy hat that Emma mistook.
What if it is Neil, actually, now that I think about it?
This one? This guy? Yeah. Or this...
What if it was?
Don't let me find out. I think I just might know. The Blue Badger hadn't even been dreamt up when Emma drew this picture. Yet she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the defense's belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the Blue Badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room. Phoenix, I don't know. Dude, you would be... I would love to see you in a casino, man, because you would bluff up in a poker game.
Now that is bold, but I would love to see that happen as well. I mean, Kakegurui did that, the anime and manga, and I love Kakegurui. In this room? Very well, Mr. Wright. What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious Blue Badger look-alike.
Well, great.
Oh, the photo. Yeah, the photo that I told you to look at. Not that one. The team one. Or maybe it's yeah, I think it's that team picture.
Use that as we use as evidence to show with that.
Oh. Behold! In her confession, the witness mistook this for the Blue Badger.
In her confession.
In her confusion. In her confusion.
Boy. Anyway, you're welcome, mighty boy. Anyway, the only person mistaking anything around here is you, though. Especially that you can be mistaking confusion with confession.
Huh?
This doesn't look anything like the Blue Badger. I'm sorry.
Oh, give me a sec here. I gotta take a look at the evidence from every angle.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Blue Badger didn't even exist 2 years ago. So what exactly did Emma see? Gathered all the evidence. All that's left now is to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
Wait, did we miss something?
This is why we tactical save and pretend it never happened.
Did we by any chance miss something here?
Let's take a look. No. Nope. I mean, that would be a giveaway.
See. What looks like 3 horns at least, or like a justice cap.
I mean, there's that vase, or I mean,
That's
that jar,
that's the only thing that makes sense. Well,
I'd like to maybe you can use that this time. See if that does anything.
alright, the blue badge hadn't even been dreamt up when Emma drew this picture. Yet she's certain she saw its shadow. And it's the only thing that hasn't really been used yet. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the defense's belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago... I really save it from this point.
Oh, of course.
Tactical saves! There is indeed something that looked similar to the blue badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room.
Wait.
In this room? Very well, Mr. Wright. What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious blue badger look-alike.
That
Oh.
wasn't what I had in mind! Well, here goes nothing.
Take that. Oh, it is,
Yes!
You were right, yeah.
It was the only thing that was not used and yet was evident and made no sense. And now it makes sense.
Yeah.
The mysterious blue badger was in fact this.
What exactly is that?
A vase. I believe it's some sort of jar.
You're right. That doesn't look anything like the blue badger.
Indeed it doesn't, as it stands now. Just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint?
Our viewpoint?
I got to
You
show
have
them
both
the correct
eyes.
angle.
How
that
would you
looks
not
like
know
this
that?
shot.
Yep, exactly.
Oh.
Even I could have told you that. Turn it upside down.
Take that.
Oh,
Objection.
come on. Allow me to fence its hinges and weakness. Sir, I can't match the shape this ministry. We cannot accept this claim. I should rotate it vertically a bit more horizontally. Come on, Strike, you can do it.
Wait a minute. You see the wooden thing back there?
Alright.
So it'd be like that. No. Like bring it back down. Like those wooden things that you see where your cursor is, those are the sides. And then that wooden thing that's flat is the one that's on top. No, you gotta rotate it more. Like rotate it to the right, like a little more. Right there. Now you see?
Yeah, kinda. I
I think that's what it is.
Try that.
Take that.
Oh, I
That is
pressed E.
How is that not it?
I don't know.
It's really
What is
tough.
the like? Oh wait. Okay. So, yeah. So the parts that have the round ends, those are the middle and the right. Can you see how the left one in the photo has that bandage?
Yeah?
Yeah. So it's supposed to be like that. Hence why it's the bandaged horn. So I think it's like that. Yeah. Yeah, you see that? You see the left side?
That would make sense.
What?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Are you
Okay,
kidding
well,
me?
you want me to look it up?
Yes.
How is that not it? That one,
Vertically
that
or
one
horizontally?
detail.
Or fruit badger.
That one detail with the band-aid.
Oh, no, 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 no,
Aha!
no.
Found it.
I pressed the wrong button.
You have to angle it. Really angle it right. Here you go. Okay, can I share in the chat? In this chat?
Yeah. Yeah, go for
Here
it.
you go.
Oh!
Oh,
Dad
no
makes a lot of sense when you think
wonder.
about it. Yeah.
No wonder.
Like,
God, that fooled me.
I had a funny feeling we had to include the bottom. Something told me we had to include the bottom of that.
Yeah, that fooled me.
Now that looks
oh,
way
I
more
see
like
it
it if you think
now.
about
Yeah.
it. Because
What?
what the? It should have been that.
I didn't
What is
angle
that?
it. It's very sensitive.
Oh, right.
Like,
I
it has to
remember.
be
yeah,
at the
an angle
exact
device.
angle, or it'd be like, no, I'm not gonna do
I
it.
remember. I remember.
It's angle sensitive.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sensitive.
Okay, but this isn't about you right now. Yes, I nicknamed you Kaiba AG, I'm sorry.
It was Kaiba be this way and be like, oh, I'm so sensitive, Wheeler. How could you? I mean, wait, what? I know way too many peeps who ship Joey and Seto way too hard.
Take that. What?
Oh my god, I hate this part.
Why does the game like do that? Why does it do that?
Well, while
Like,
we're
it's-
figuring this
like,
out,
it's-
I gotta get myself water. I'm thirsty.
Like it's perfectly aligned. How much more aligned do they want it to be?
I didn't even line it right. I hate the fact.
Oh.
I hate the controls. I hate the controls. Because the R and the E are next to each other, so it makes it easy just to press the confirm button.
No worries, you got this. You got this.
By the
Okay.
way, I shared another picture in the VC chat. It has the graphic line set. Maybe that will help you. I gotta go get my water. Hang on.
Oh. Why do they want it like that? Like even if it's close, it should still count.
I don't know.
Capcom, why have they not fixed that?
You think after all these years they would?
But nope.
They're like, nope, you get to suffer. Finally!
There we go.
Oh wait, until she comes back.
Oh yeah. At least you got it now though. I'm sorry, but the way that it looks like it's shaped like a bowling pin.
I know. So how are you, Dom? Yeah, figured it out.
Yep, she got it.
It was a tough one.
I'm really happy
I-
for you. I had
I
just
hate
like
that.
my lip comes back.
I hate how
That was
sensitive that
probably
is.
one of the more annoying ones. That one of the more annoying ones to do.
Yeah, it is. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
Capcom, please don't ever make me do that again, or I will give you the death stare.
Me?
So with that said, just so you
Capcom.
know, when I was looking up the games, like, it just gotta be a picture that shows where the lines are. Maybe that would help.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
did
why I did
actually.
another picture. You're welcome.
Wait. You're gonna give me the Death Star, and I'm just like, me?
No, Capcom.
Oh yeah, Capcom. Yeah.
You must have heard the
She's a
part.
Capcom, not Capdom. You don't
Well,
have cat. That's
yeah.
why.
Well, is this a miracle or what? Or what? No one can possibly deny the star's resemblance to the Blue Badger.
No. It cannot be! It can't be!
Order!
Order!
The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious Blue Badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this. Objection!
Although we all enjoyed Righty Boy's dramatic performance, one question remains. What's your point?
What do you mean?
Oh, that badger thing was actually just a jar? That's very jarring if you ask me.
You sounded like you said, I'm gonna jar it. I'm gonna jar it. And guess what's inside it?
Hang on. I think that's very jarring.
Off on a little tangent here. I do love that was improv by Johnny Depp. No one had any idea what the heck to do. But they were just like, what?
By the way, my dad, my late father, my late dad, he would always quote that. I'm gonna give a warning. Really dark humor is about to happen. Okay?
That's fine. Hi, Satori.
So my late dad, he'd always quote the song. I got a jar of dirt, and guess what's inside of it? Just be a butt like that. Now, 6 years ago, since March 31st, 2015, he passed away. So, just so you guys know, was he buried? No, but I got a jar of ashes. Yes,
Oh my gosh.
He'd probably be laughing, but like, just don't drop. He probably said, just don't drop me. Just don't drop them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to clean up.
I'm glad you're at a place where you can at least laugh about it. That's a good way to process life.
I apologize. Anyways,
it's fine. I understand.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I did give a warning of dark humor. I apologize.
You're fine.
Yeah. Anytime I see like a stereograph or a stereoscope, I think of my grandfather that passed away.
Okay.
I think it was like 7-8 years ago.
Okay.
It's been a long
I'm
time.
sorry. I didn't want to bring up anything.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yes, you're fine. Totally. I don't really get the joke. Alright.
You don't really get the joke?
No.
You don't get
I like the humor. I feel like I was painted into a corner there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I did that to myself.
Okay.
I put my own foot in my mouth all the time. I don't know why. I'm not even first person. I don't like soul. Get it?
Anyway, moving on. That doesn't change. Anyway, so guys, I'm sorry for the dark more humor. That's my.
No, you're okay.
We like dark humor.
I lean in a lot, so usually I know my humor could be way worse, and grateful it's not. So
Don't worry, you're fine.
Humor way worse than mine. I'm like, I don't even find that funny.
Don't worry, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fabulous.
That doesn't. That doesn't change anything, righty boy.
Objection!
I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. But as some other character you once said, my grandfather's cards have no pathetic cards, Kyla. Even if it wasn't directed at you.
I
You see.
First rate deck. Yours.
You see, this changes everything.
Isn't it more like your fifth rate deals with a third rate deck? Something like that?
Maybe.
Or something like that. Anyways, moving on. What did Edward say? Indeed. Indeed. Very well then. Please tell us. What's the difference? What's different now that we know the witness to this jar?
Oh, Wait, save. Tactical save.
Tactical save,
Yep.
I was gonna do that. I pressed the wrong button.
I don't think I know.
No, I want this. I got him. Alright.
Okay,
I'm thinking the murder weapon.
yeah, because
Location
there was
might-
blood on it.
Yeah, exactly. The murder weapon. Allow me to take this. Allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar. Edgeworth.
Sorry. I was drinking some water. I needed water for my voice. Okay, I'll just let my mouth dry as heck. Anyway,
You're okay.
at a very specific angle, I might add, righty boy.
Yes, well, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar?
Where?
The location of the jar is shown in a picture taken on the day of the crime.
Oh.
It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gunt.
Objection.
But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself.
Objection.
Yes, and these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room, in Chief Gant's office.
Objection.
Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body? From Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office?
The portrait's right there.
Yes.
Why would he do that? There's no reason.
Exactly.
Hmm?
If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason.
Do you know what that reason was, Mr. Wright?
I finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness's testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying?
That would have to been the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf in the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit?
Sorry, I'm so bad. I apologize.
You okay?
That's fine.
The suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous-looking sword.
Yes. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had been Neil Marshall wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy.
No, Mr. Betty Boy, you can't be thinking.
Yes. There is another possibility of which actually transpired in that room.
Another
Another-
possibility?
Oh, sorry.
Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nonetheless. Yes. I don't know if I can go through with this. Phoenix, do not get cold feet on me now! I'm going to find a frickin' I'm going to find this sound alert. This is how much I'm committed to this right now. Because there is a specific sound alert I want to use right now.
What is it? What is it?
Pull yourself together!
Oh wait, no. Don't give me excuses. Give me resolve.
Yes. Right here.
Just grab
Just
Phoenix
some-
right and be like, don't give me excuses. Give me resolve.
There we go. I'm gonna do it again because that was too fun.
Don't give me excuses. Give me resolve.
There we go.
You're welcome. Mr. Wright, what's the matter?
If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Sky knocked away was actually prosecutor Neil Marshall.
There would have been
I'm
some
sorry,
lovely
the judge's
music.
face.
He's just so goofy.
I know it's the judge. He's always goofy.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What? What? Wait. See? My mic's not picking my voice. The Marshall died because of me?
Oh no.
No.
I couldn't do that any right because it's not gonna pick me up. But yeah,
Ah, it's
That's
okay.
fine.
But I did act it out.
No.
I've never imagined her testimony would lead to this. Yes.
So it was the witness who took the victim's life. And then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented.
And it also gives Lana off the hook.
Objection.
What? What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances,
Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her?
then why are you looking like you're about to fight, woman? Are you wanting to talk? Spark?
Pick up.
Can you shine some light on the situation?
Yes, pick up. I get to them and throw it in your face. Pick up. Where were you on the night of that night? Pick up.
Thank
Blame
you.
yourself and no excuses. Pick up. Tell us what happened. Details. We need them right now. Pick up. Here and then. even though it was tonight. And you know what, Pika?
Thank you, Spark.
Everything you say here will be used against you in court.
Yes.
Whoa.
Pika, I think Spark's taking this a little too seriously.
Oh, no. We
I'm
need
sorry.
attention.
I gotta say something for this. You mind if I can say something since there's a chance that she might be lying?
Go for
I'm gonna
it.
say this.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
Interesting.
What is a woman? She keeps secrets very well.
Well, like, what is a man? Like, what is a human? You know, like, what
I
exactly is human? Yeah, you got.
I know. But what a woman? They have the right to their secrets.
Okay.
Exactly.
Let's actually find out what happened.
Imagine that coming from you.
Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me?
Wait a minute.
If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it?
And why Gaunt had blackmail on you in the first place.
I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe in your insane allegations.
Me. I believe in allegations. I can literally prove it with facts. I can probably even prove it with literal things that was written in transcription. If we
Because
remember
the mommy thing is right in your face, Phoenix.
I even remember the beginning of this freaking beginning of the day, Gunn actually was threatening Edgeworth on going a little too far in this.
Because Joey has been. Wait, that's the gun. Wait, Vega. We need to get him in here, and then I need to ask him questions. Vega.
Thank you,
I got a
Spark.
magnifying glass now.
You do got a magnifying glass now.
Vega. We are gonna solve the crime and find the clues we need. Vega.
And he's putting like a magnifying glass on his face, on his eye. I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me. Do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall?
Evidence?
I'm willing to bet you don't.
Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence.
We don't have evidence. Then we'll have to rely on testimony.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead.
What?
We certainly can't get dead people to testify. Not without Maya. This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning.
Touché, Miss Sky.
Okay, Edgy, are you on my side in this? Because I have a feeling you're a little bit peeved about this. I can tell that smirk in your face. That's it.
Suspicious.
That's a I am pissed and I'm ready to prove it kind of face.
Oh, you know me so well, righty boy. But of course, that only leaves us with one possibility.
What would that be?
You mean there's still another possibility?
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind a name of the person who took his life.
Or an imp. Oh my gosh, you're a freaking genius, Edgy!
I know I am, babe. I mean, righty boy. In one manner or another. Ugh. That's impossible.
Maybe under normal circumstances controlled by Gaunt, but I snuck into his office and took some evidence he stole from Gaunt. And I'm gonna prove it today, woman.
Because my magnifying glass, my hand, my cup, and my detective case. Because you can't tell me I can't keep going with this crime. Because I tried to take in God's face and go, where were you on the night of that night?
Well, Mr. Wright, in spite of this new evidence, this is the only possibility left for you, I must say. A message from the deceased. Does such a message even exist?
I can think of one piece of evidence. I got to think back to the court record.
Tactical save.
The real murderer might have left behind.
Tactical
Tactical
save.
save right now. Tactical save. Let's go.
Yes, I think they're also going to be in another ad. So when that comes up, we can talk more about Disney until the ad thing goes away.
Or as I'm trying to look for now, I'm trying to look up and make Mac Pegasus jokes right now as best I can.
Oh yeah. Also,
we
I
can
got something
talk about-
funny that you guys could. I got a little funny voice I could do that you guys could laugh at. That
Actually-
Let's go
By the
for
way,
it.
Tom, since you know a few things about Yu-Gi-Oh, can you remind me, if you know what Pegasus' favorite card was, can you please remind me? I know you use a tune card.
I don't remember. It's been a really long
God
time.
dang it!
It's been a really long time. I'm sorry.
His main thing was like tunes and cartoons.
It was Toon World.
Yeah,
It was around Toon World.
like a
yeah.
Toon World. Blue Eyes White Dragon. I remember that one. He did.
Mhm.
He toonified the Blue Eyes.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. What
Wasn't it Red Eyes Black Dragon?
No, Bear's Black Dragon. That was Joey's card.
Oh right. Hey, listen to
Toon
this. Listen
Dragon?
to what I can do.
Wasn't there like a
Listen to
Toon
what I can
Dragon?
do.
It was a Toon Dragon, yeah. Not Toon Dragon, but that wasn't his favorite card.
Listen to what I could do. I could do we call him Pinhead. I'm
That-
gonna be good again.
Yeah, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Yeah, right. It's right there. But anyway,
You want to know how Plankton built a time machine?
How did Plankton build a time machine?
He was in a taco restaurant with SpongeBob and said, "It has everything we need: a photo booth, a cuckoo clock, some day-old chips,
mm,
some day-old chips." And the way he says it, just some day-old chips.
Gotta love a good joke. Alright. I think we are good.
Oh wait, I don't like that joke.
Alright. They're back from ads. We'll go back from
Alright.
ads.
Now,
Wait
the only
a
thing
minute.
is, how can we be sure who it really is now?
oh
Supposed
wait,
to be
hold
from the
on. It
difference.
was this one.
This message from the deceased is already in our possession.
I found what it was.
What was it?
It was Thousand Eye Restrict, I think was the right one.
Thousand Eye Restrict Dragon?
No, not Restrict Dragon. It was not even a dragon. It's a spellcaster card. But that wouldn't make any. I don't recognize this one. God dang it! I'm gonna have to ask. That's one of my. I have like two friends who are big Yu-Gi-Oh fans who I can ask them later.
Alright, so
Yeah, but
Let's-
they're both asleep now.
Lana, you
All
are
three
up.
asleep. Mr. Wright. Please stop at nothing to prove my sister is at nothing to prove my sister a murderer.
I will stop at nothing to find out the truth.
Suspicions.
Do not be mistaken, Miss Guy.
Huh?
Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There is only one thing we seek. The truth.
Thank you. I was literally gonna say. I was thinking, please tell the truth. Please say it's truth. Please say it's truth. Please say it's truth.
And also, what's in Red Boy's pants? But that's another story. Anyway, no matter how painful it may be, just like how it was last night with him and me.
Now then, Mr. Wright. Please, show us this piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased.
Wait. Tactical save?
I can't. I did a
Oh,
tactical
right.
save before, so as
Oh,
long
yeah,
as it's
yeah,
before
okay.
this, we're fine.
Now, what would the piece of evidence be for this?
You think the leather?
Yeah.
Leather cloth? That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, it has to be.
Oh, Emma, yeah. Take that.
This is the message from the deceased.
Right.
Right.
No.
Now then, this is the message from the judge.
Oh, that wasn't it.
The handprint! The handprint!
I literally did the handprint. Oh
No,
wait, the
no,
other
the
one.
other handprint!
The other
The other
one?
one!
Alright.
Wait. The other one.
Oh yeah, there's another one in the evidence thing. Might as
Blood
well.
one. Blood one.
Oh, the blood. Wait, there was blood on the face.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the jar?
And wasn't there a little message on the jar?
No, it was just blood. Like here, look at the jar again.
Yeah.
Look at the jar.
No.
Look at the jar.
I'll show you what I mean. Alright. Let's go. Go. There!
Yeah.
No. Next one over.
Oh, Marshall's fingerprints.
Oh, wait.
Or
Are you
try the
sure?
jar, and that doesn't work. We'll go with the fingerprints.
Okay.
Because I do think there was something on it.
You got why I was thinking that too, right?
Yeah. That was used in a different part. It was like used in day 2, so it was used earlier. This is the message led by the deceased.
This
Oh.
is that blue badger from before, right?
Okay.
Oh, is he going to just speak the killer's name? If that thing could, I'm sure it would.
Looks like everyone forgot this is just a jar. A message was left here on the surface of this jar.
Oh, what do you mean?
If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar.
Oh wow.
It looks like someone wiped the blood away.
Yes, but notice. For some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away.
Yes,
John?
yes, there is a line here. John and blood.
So, what you're saying is in these dots were once lines.
Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used a few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message.
One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions.
Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points, and the victim's message will become apparent. Oh.
Right, I said it, I guess I didn't pick up. No.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like she didn't even finish it. I didn't mind. I was just like laughing at the fact that
Mr.
it's like,
Wright,
yes, Judge.
what kind of message did the victim leave for us?
I think his eyes are gonna pop out of his head at this point.
Doing a tactical save.
But we need to discuss something.
Your Honor?
We need to talk about his eyes bugging out. Bigger.
Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal to us the answer. I gotta connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing the victim would have written, given these circumstances. Is the murderer's name.
I see it.
Wait. EMA?
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, that's it. No.
That's not. That's an N.
Oh, right.
You have to make an N, silly. That's M. We need M, not N.
I was making a different version of that, I guess.
We're making an N, not an M. That was what it was.
Dun.
Hey there.
It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocent. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma.
So, this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind.
Of all people. She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life.
Was Emma Sky. Oh, this is Gaunt. Okay. Dom, do you want to give Gaunt a try?
How does he look, or how do you think he would sound?
Here, let me give you a picture. This is him.
How's something like this? Like, seaworthy? Can't say I didn't warn you. How's that?
Perfect.
Alright.
Alright, since you already did that line. Do it!
Seaworthy?
Chief gone.
Do you understand the implications of what you've done?
See, prove that you were wanting to cover up this freaking lie, put your own chief of prosecutor down the freaking bus to return his sister? Okay, on one hand, I respect that. On the other hand, I seriously hate you for it at the same time.
I have to ask you this. Is it true that you blow out your employees' eardrums with the organ you play? He has a gigantic organ in his office, and he gives me like major priest vibes for some reason, but that among other reasons.
Yeah. Also, like his tie. Can we just freaking say that his tie is actually a bow tie?
Yeah.
That's a bow tie, not a tie?
How do you tie that?
I have no idea how.
I'm assuming it was some kind of fucking brooch.
Yeah.
That's not even a fucking bow tie. That's a brooch, bruh.
Honestly, I would love to see cosplayers try to attempt this. Anyway.
What? What are you talking about?
2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not?
I'm not the one who was withholding evidence.
I said act already. I said act like 3 times. Michael.
Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death.
Oh, Phoenix, please come and save your boy.
Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction.
Your Honor, I'm tempted just to get a freaking gun and point it at this man. I know that's not legal, but I'm that angry right now.
Mm-hmm.
Objection! But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable.
I'm afraid that's not important.
Oh yeah,
it
you
is
made
actually.
Hmm,
Really?
I'm afraid you made it important, John. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. Didn't you know we are defenders of justice?
What?
We are merely keepers of the law.
Wow, way to show your pride as a chief of police. Just good to know you're as corrupt as the rest of You know what? I'm not even gonna finish the sentence. Nope.
Sentencing a man to death is no light matter at all.
Oh yeah, and covering up evidence and putting somebody else on the chopping block isn't? Oh yeah, did I forget to mention blackmail?
Can I just say something?
Sure.
When he makes that last picture when he's messing with the front of his hair, when he gives me, for some reason he reminds me of a rooster. But then again, I guess it makes sense he's trying to cock.
You know, I can see your point. More ways than one.
No, we cannot unsee it because I pointed it out, and like I said, that's because he's a cock.
You know, I'll take it.
Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge.
I mean, he does give me Rooster vibes. I'm the head honcho here.
Yeah.
His nose gives me that peaky look too. I'm sorry, he looks like a fucking rooster no matter now what you look at him now. Now I fucking said that line, you can't look at him otherwise. It's kind of sad.
Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied.
What's going on at the prosecutor's office? Man has seen an innocent man to his death. How can he stand there like it wasn't his fault?
Order, 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 order!
Oh, yeah,
The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess.
Please, I'll have a cheeseburger. I'll have a milkshake, please. Actually, I want a cheeseburger too. Yeah, I want a milkshake. So we want 2 cheeseburgers and 2 milkshakes. What? He's taking the orders.
As in, peace. It's a way to to cut the chatter, if that makes any sense.
Oh, no. They're giggling because they do know what it means. They're just being silly.
Riga.
Well, for anyone that didn't, you know now.
Riga.
Where's the trail headed? No one knows. Oh, this is the perfect place to stop. This is the perfect place to stop, because I have to go to bed. So,
Man,
I actually have a good voice in mind for Gant. I'm glad I finally got the good voice for him.
Yeah.
You want to do a
Basically,
little
I
face
looked at
run?
his glasses and his facial structure, and I thought of a character named Cliff from No Straight Roads, which is one of my favorite games of all time. And he looks like this. I'll show you what he looks like in the chat.
Okay. The other
He
one I was
looks
like,
like
the other one I was thinking, like, if I had to give it another voice, I was thinking like Dale Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Yes, that one. For some reason, like that would work too for him. I can see that.
Wait, it's me. Wait. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Exactly.
Him and his giant hat. Like, look at this character I'm about to show you. His name is Cliff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if I can save the image, don't worry, I'm gonna save the image. He looks like this, and doesn't he look like what Gant looks like?
Let's see.
Look, doesn't he look like this?
He does.
Yeah, I can see where you thought that. Yeah.
I mean,
Also,
even the
this
eyes.
is one of my favorite games of all time. Even his beard.
Mm.
The beard. Beard got game.
I hope
Yeah,
Isaac's okay.
That was quite fun.
Oh,
You saved,
Ran.
right?
yeah, I did. I'm even gonna do it again.
You're all like, "Aw, shit, here we go again."
Well,
Mm.
I was allowed to read the dates, but you know, it's fine.
Mm.
I swear this kitty just loves playing with my shelf. I don't know what it is.
Pick up, too.
Now, two of you need to go to bed.
Pick up. Okay, so I'm here to put my detective cap away and my cape and my magnifying glass.
Yes. And the lamp.
Yeah.
And the question and the interrogations.
Pick up.
Oh my gosh.
Come here, you two.
Alright. I actually knew Emma was the one that committed the murder. Even if it wasn't not her intention. I have no idea where it's gonna go. But I have a feeling Gon's like, I am going to manipulate this court to my advantage and get Edgy fired. And every part of me is dude, I'm coming after your job.
Well, I'd have to manipulate it somehow.
I think probably why she couldn't remember is because it was a PTSD situation. When you have like that kind of some people with trauma or whatever, like with that major trauma, sometimes they like to put it in the back of their mind. It may not be PTSD, but it was definitely some kind of trauma related thing. And that's why when I was being the judge, I was being more like considerate of saying, okay, listen, this may be hard for you to talk about because that sounds like if you're just remembering this had to be traumatizing for you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it if you're comfortable with it.
Agreed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Now, I'm proud that Emma talked about it. At the same time, it literally is not her fault that anything that happened afterwards is literally gonna get worse.
She acted on instinct. If anything, can't they just chalk the situation to self-defense? Because that's literally what Emma did.
I believe they can.
I guess so.
I believe they can. I mean, even if she was like a child, there would probably be some rights protecting her from that. Because she was acting on instinct. She had no idea. It was dark. I mean, they proved this several different times. I don't know how the gate. Yeah, the gate's gonna go with this. No, I don't know how the game's gonna go with this. But I can't wait. And I gotta get to bed.
They might be going with the laws of Japan, probably. And I don't know what the laws of Japan would be in this case. But I do know sometimes if it's chalked up to that, they could likely put it as self-defense. And not charge Emma with it, but they might have her go to therapy to get over this trauma.
Oh,
I think that I'm like depending on the law of your state and everything, they would do that especially if you're a child. So in that situation, they definitely would do that for you.
Of course.
Or even if it was a quote unquote cold case, if you were a child at the time, they still, but they would say to go into therapy to get over it, but they would still talk at the self defense.
Exactly. My personal theory is that Gant would the Gant is gonna try to abuse the situation, target Edgy, which is gonna set Phoenix off. And it's gonna make everything worse, but at the same time, Phoenix is gonna be like, dude, let's put this in a state of law. We're in a court right now. How about we do this like lawyer and police officer? I'm gonna find you out. And if you basically lie, you will be held in contempt. Right, Judge?
Yeah, because Phoenix is gonna pull a gasket right now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
And if not him, me. I will literally give the death stare a lifetime.
Yes. But interesting plot twist, isn't it?
Yes. I already knew about the Emma plot twist. I'm like, how are we getting there? And how he got there is so crazy. Lana was.
I kind of did put it together after we did have the after we found the evidence. I'm like, wait, does that mean Emma had something to do with the murder?
Yeah.
That makes sense why Lana's trying to cover for her. She's trying to protect her little sister.
Yeah,
that makes
exactly.
a lot of sense.
Yeah, exactly. The only
it's all
reason
coming
why
full circle.
Yeah, and also speaking as a big sister myself, would I do the same? Probably, yeah. Because with that said, if it was that kind of situation, I would try to protect my sister. Because if it was something entirely different, and I'm like, no offense, you kind of fucked yourself over, like that. But if it was that kind of situation, like this kind of situation, you kind of didn't have a choice. It was self-defense in this case, but it still got chalked up to a murder, regardless, and it wasn't put up to self-defense yet. I would do what I can to protect her. That was like I said, I do feel for Lana. That's why I'm like, she's protecting her little sister, who's still also, but also at the same time, Lana and Emma's age gap is much larger than mine and my little sisters. We're 5 years apart. So I think their age gap's like
the other thing is
it's
like
7, 8.
2 years ago, her behavior completely changed. The fact that she was just cold to her sister, knowing the freaking truth the whole time. I hate to say this. I know she was protecting her, but that doesn't really help developmentally. That's going to make a lot more problems. Trust me, I pretty much have a degree in child development. This kind of behavior does not really help children at all, even if they're in their adolescence.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I don't have a degree in it, but I do remember learning about things like that in that situation.
Yeah, exactly.
And the class, unfortunately, I couldn't finish school because I didn't have the money, sadly.
That's fine.
But I do remember learning about that as well in one of my classes. So I do see where you're coming from too. I'm just trying to see, from like a big sister point of view and such. Do I think it was a good idea? No. I think she should have said, no, she tried, instead of protecting her, she wanted to protect her sister. She should have tried to stand to her sister's defense and say, listen, this happened. We need to talk about it. And I don't want my sister to go to jail. What she did was self-defense. And she was trying to save another person's life. That's what she was trying to do. But you chalked it up to murder instead of a self-defense act, an act of self-defense, which is pretty tough to do sometimes, I guess, in some cases.
I think she was in a mixture of desperation to try to get one very big case solved, and another trying to protect her sister at the same time. And she's cut in the middle between a rock and a hard place. And having to be cold to her sister was her only option for Whoa, that was loud. For protection.
Yeah.
For protection in some weird way. But when now 2 years later the case comes back, Lana's now stuck in a corner again, but she can't exactly tell her sister the truth. And as a genie once said, she should have told her the truth. Communication is key. Keeping it locked up and pretending it never happened makes it worse. Way worse.
Yeah, However, if she didn't know how to tell her sister, that's another story.
True.
You also gotta consider that fact too.
Yeah.
And like I said, unfortunately, this is nothing. This is not a jab at Japan. I promise you guys. Um, keep in mind, I do like Japan, but unfortunately, a lot of the mental health laws are very backwards. So in some cases, they maybe wouldn't know how to help Lana tell her sister how to go about with this. I know as I think I heard of as I think as of lately they're trying to get better at trying to get like more advances and understand mental health and other things among that area because in the world we live today you can't just sit by and just leave it alone.
Yeah. It's not going to magically go away itself.
Yeah,
A
no.
weed doesn't go away unless you find the root and then take care of it. Pick it up.
And also give a true acknowledgement and also educate yourself on how to go about with it and go about with other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally how, and I think like there are some countries like Japan that were very backwards about it, are realizing we need to do something because more of our people are not getting the help they need and unfortunately are committing end life.
Yeah, which is sad.
Yeah, and unfortunately Japan's one of the countries with the highest rate of that.
Really?
A quote unquote forest where it's done. Not sorry, like it just got dark. But the point is, I think at the time when this game was made, they probably were also, I don't know if mental health laws and protections were put in place and help as well for it. So with that said, I don't even know if Lana knew if she could go to anybody or not to help out with this and help Emma go through with this. So Emma had no choice but to lock it in the back of her mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Emma makes perfect sense that her brain literally just went to self-defense mechanism and just had to put it the back of the mind. Lana, on the other hand, she had no idea how to communicate this to her sister. Probably didn't even want to. I don't even know if they even would have talked about it at all had this not resurfaced. But this is kind of forcing the issue to where she didn't even want it like this.
Yeah, agreed.
And she couldn't even tell Emma because the entire time she's being cold to Emma, which I don't understand why that was her card to begin with. Why she played that card around her sister. She's just really cold, doesn't want to talk to her, all because she's trying to protect her at the same time. I think that's a little overprotective.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah. No. In full. And when you overprotect someone, it can mess up their development too.
Exactly.
And some people don't realize that until later on. Sometimes it also can make someone more rebellious against you as well.
I mean, Emma was trying to solve this case, not really remembering she was the one that committed it in the first place.
Or yeah, so that gotta be pretty bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get ready for bed.
Yeah, go to sleep.
I gotta read out.
We can always talk about this later.
Yeah.
But
have a good night. Have a good night.
Yeah. And I gotta get to sleep too because I do have some stuff. I gotta do something tomorrow, like in 12 hours.
I gotta do something really
Till next time,
important.
Till next time, Jay.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Bye.
All right. Super Seekers, good night.
Bye.
Have a good one.
I'll just let her call you that. Alrighty. Oh, right. You guys can't see my face. I forgot about that. See? Now you see me. Alright. Let's actually raid out before we go anywhere else. Ooh, Crush is on. Oh, it's for the charity thing. I know where we're going, people. We're gonna go say hi to Crush. And, I'm gonna go to bed. And probably figure out why is there a cat and a dog in my room. They probably just think, hey, it's time for bed. Go to bed. As pets normally do, remind you to go to bed. Anyway, Crush is playing some Warframe. Crush Wax is a really good friend and streamer. He makes his own music. I have sometimes put his music in the just starting screen when I'm starting my stream because it's that good and I want to make sure that he is represented. Because if my friends make music, I will put it up and it sounds good. Because he is wonderful at that. Anyway, I gotta go to bed. I got train in the morning. I have probably stayed up far longer than I should. Anyway, I will see you all next time.